In today's society, everyone seems to be quick to judge a book by its cover. For some reason, it is assumed that by looking at a person, you would be able to know everything about them. There are what seems to be endless stereotypes and prejudices. For example, by looking at me, I'm pretty sure that you would build at the very least a thought or a vague opinion on who you think I might be. From simply looking at me now, I would almost 100% guarantee that you might not be able to tell what my past holds. Where I was born and raised is not what you might expect from seeing me today. My name is Sarah Mark, and I was born in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. If you have heard of Lancaster before, it might be known now that I was raised under the rigorous Mennonite Amish traditions. I lived there with my parents, my 3 brothers, and 2 sisters on a simple farm with several cows, pigs, chickens, geese, barn cats, and pretty much any other animal that you could imagine. Me and my siblings worked hard on the farm and also attended a small school building for class every day, which we would just walk to from our home. Growing up in this complete farmland in isolation from modernization didn't really seem unnatural or strange in the slightest to me. I never had any thought of life in any other way. It was not until I reached my 16th birthday that I questioned what else the world might have to offer. My whole life was focused around pleasing God and making sure to honor all of our Christian beliefs. We live very simply off the land, and I always will value my religious sacrifice to God to do so, but I felt a sense of something missing in my life, something my parents and my family back at home may never truly understand. But my eldest brother, Isaiah, had left our community back in 2014 to live with distant relatives who relocated in New York City. And I've never seen New York before. I've heard grand stories of it being the land of opportunity. It was an extremely hard life decision for me, but it changed my way of life forever. And I decided to reach out and contact my brother, along with some other family members. It was my time to step out of my comfort zone and shine. You could not get more polar opposite from plowing fields and milking cows than taking subways and looking up to skyscrapers. I don't believe anyone could honestly prepare me for the shock value and cultural differences I was about to face at this point. Things were very different and scary at first, but also exciting in the best way possible. The move for me was very hard at first, but it continues to be rewarding as I learn and grow as a person in this society. However, I think by being raised with simple values, that will always stick with me no matter what. I will always pray before every meal and every night before I go to sleep. I'll always preach the word of God and carry my faith wherever I go to the best of my ability. The most important value that I lost when I left my hometown was probably the spirit of community. Everyone there loved for and cared for each other. We shared our knowledge, our goods, our services among all of our own people. And in New York, I haven't really felt that sense of community. It seemed to be kind of a cold place at first, but along my way in the past few years, I've changed as a person and grown in so many ways that I'm extremely grateful for. From my unique experience, I learned it's good to experience everything that life has to hold and never take anything for granted. You always have to be open and accepting of all lifestyles. You never know where someone came from in their past. For the future, I can only hope to be the first in my family to graduate from college and pursue a life of my own. I'm on my own journey, and it has not been easy, but with my story I share today, I hope I can spread inspiration to others to follow your heart and your own life journey. If I can branch out from my little farm in Lancaster to the huge city of New York, it proves that anything is really possible with an open mindset and the will to change your own life. Thank you.